Hello everyone, my name is Angel and welcome back to my channel. In good conscience and good faith to you, my loyal subscribers, I must start this video with a disclaimer. Dating apps are not a one-stop shop to fix all of your problems. In fact, they might even create more problems for you than you had before. Because of this, I have looked deep into the kindness of my heart and have prepared this online dating guide to help you guys hopefully find your match and maybe get Netflix to sponsor my own dating show, because who better than me? Probably Vanessa Lachey, but that's a conversation for another day. If you are the last single friend in your friend group, if you've been single for a long time, you might start feeling those pressures from society to commit to a relationship, to start dating, and to put yourself out there. If that is the case, dating apps are a perfect place to start. The first thing that I want you guys to do is have a long conversation with yourself about why you want to be in a relationship. Now, as my friends, I encourage you to set the standards for what you're looking for in a partner before you start dating. Not during, but before. I promise you, setting the standards ahead of time helps us avoid any circumstances that might set us up for failure, and I can guarantee you, been there, done that, and wouldn't recommend it to you. When you start pursuing a love interest and you start going on a couple dates with someone and the vibes are there and the sparks start flying, it's kind of hard at that point in your relationship with them to say, okay, stop, rewind, what is it that I'm looking for? Already have it figured out. Rory Gilmore it, make a list and stick to it. With that being said, a couple things I want to know. What are your expectations? What are your non-negotiables? And what are any clear boundaries that you might have for yourself? What are you looking for in terms of intimacy? Are you okay with hookup culture? Are you against it? Are you a virgin waiting for marriage? What is it that you're looking for, and what is it that you're willing to stick to? Because that is very important. Everybody goes on dating apps for different reasons, and you will find the kind of person you are looking for, but do not change what you are comfortable with to match someone else. That's not what we're doing here. Main character, this is about you and what you are looking for, not what someone else is looking for. Prioritize yourself. And the last thing I have to say is, have you healed yourself from any previous experiences, situationships, relationships, marriages, whatever? Are you genuinely ready? Don't let anyone bully you into feeling like you're ready if you're not ready. It is very difficult. I promise you, your soulmate's out there. They are patient. They are waiting for you. No need to rush. Prioritize yourself. I think that's gonna be my next video. I don't know if you've seen Indian Matchmaker, but Sigma Auntie says, prepare for 70%. Now, when it comes to online dating, when it comes to putting yourself out there, the odds of you finding your perfect 100 are very slim to none. It's just not possible. And things might start out 100 and might move to 60, might move back to 80. Relationships ebb and flow. Be prepared for that. With that being said, again, 70%, I encourage you, everyone is only human. We're not gonna get all of our boxes checked. If you haven't seen Indian Matchmaker on Netflix, please watch it before you start dating, because it will humble you very quickly and maybe get you to the expectations where you need to be. A lot of people come out strong. Lower your expectations to maybe here, because that's where the bar is. So, moving on. If you've made it this far into the video, you have committed to embarking on the world of online dating. Do not say I didn't warn you. In my experience, I've used 3 major platforms: Hinge, Bumble, and Tinder. So I will walk you kind of through my experiences with each of those platforms and kind of give you my give and take of maybe which one you should prioritize. And I know there's more, but I haven't been out there, so I can only give you from what I last know, which is not a lot. As with anything, these platforms are companies, they are corporations. I encourage you always to feel empowered with your circumstances. If you can afford to buy extra things, if you're really passionate about taking the leap, do you, but do not feel pressured to buy anything by anybody ever. So Hinge, we're gonna start there. I might be biased for Hinge because that's where I met Eric. For those of you who are scared to make the first move, in my opinion, I think Hinge is perfect. The overall objective of this app is you see people's pictures, you like it, you dislike it, but it gives you the opportunity to like things like pictures or comments or respond to prompts that people put out. I encourage you to do that. I think it's fun. I think it kind of allows for like that quirky conversation to start naturally rather than like, hi, hey, how are you? Boring conversations like that. You also get to send people roses, so you can see who likes you. without having to scroll if you're lazy. So if you just want like a feel good pick me up and you want to put your pictures out there and see who's feeling you, this is the app for you. Yeah. Next, we have Bumble. I actually used to love Bumble. That was like my go-to dating app when I was in college, due to the fact that you could filter by like height and like status of what you're looking for in a relationship. I always like to filter by like looking for a relationship, something casual, marriage, whatever, just so that way we were on the same page. Now, when I say things like I didn't warn you, don't be shocked. Just because you say you're looking for something serious, you're looking for a relationship, doesn't mean those are the same people who are gonna find you. Sometimes people might take that as a vulnerability and target you and be like, oh, she's looking for a relationship, maybe I can get her into bed easier. Don't say I didn't warn you, because I did. But yeah, Bumble for me was more of a situationship phase. For some reason, like Tinder was more just like hookup culture, Bumble was more like situationships, and then Hinge was dating. That's what I've experienced. I'm a big fan of any app that lets me be picky and be like, I don't want to date this religion, or I don't want to date this height, or I want to date this or that. I like to have options. I like to get it narrowed down to what I'm specifically looking for and then go from there. Also, another thing about Bumble, Bumble was designed by a woman, so it is more of a woman empowerment app. So for my ladies who are watching, Bumble might be better for you because you get to make the first move, but you only have 24 hours. So that's another thing. Like with Hinge, from what I remember, is you had a little bit more time to make connections, whereas with Bumble and the latter Tinder, you get like 24 hours after you make a match, and then if you don't reach out to them in that 24 hours, you can't reach out to them anymore. I think that's kind of silly. We're corporate baddies, we're working, we have things to do except for to swipe on dating apps every single hour of the day. So again, I think it's a paid option for you to be able to extend the life of matches. If you think it's worth it, go for it. Do you feel empowered to make the right choice? Lastly, we have Tinder. I have mixed reviews, but I'll be as honest as I can. I have had a lot of my friends find long-term boyfriends on Tinder. Like a lot of them. Me, not so much. I thought the app was pretty situationship and hookup culture-y, but one thing about Tinder is that you can link it to your college. So for my college students out there, if you're in college, it'll show you people who also go to the same college as you. I thought that was a cool feature because you might be living in a town and you might be looking for people 22 to 24, but you're in college and kind of want people in the same demographic as you. But I've also done that and filtered it by university students and ended up matching with guys who had dropped out of college. So to each their own. Do with that information as you must. When it comes to setting up your profile, you're going to want to do the following. First thing, create the profile for the person that you want to attract. Include photos of you doing the activities that you enjoy doing in your profile, so that way when people are swiping and looking to see if you're compatible, they're like, oh, she skis, I ski. Or she likes to go out drinking, I like to go out drinking. It just makes it easier. Now, if you're someone who's not interested in hookup culture, you are not looking for situationships, you are strictly looking for your future husband or wife, keep the pictures classy. Almost like a LinkedIn profile. Don't put anything too sexual, nothing too sexy. You know what I'm saying. Like, don't make me over explain. You know what I mean when I say don't post that picture. You will attract the wrong people. Now, those are the kind of people you're trying to attract. Do your thing, 21. Don't set yourself up for failure. Be so fucking for real and true to yourself on these profiles. I think the more information that you can give, the better on these platforms. People see probably hundreds, if not thousands of people on dating apps. Have pictures that are the most reflective of what you look like now. Not what you look like in your prime, what you look like now, no makeup, straight out the shower, on your worst day, because that's what people see when you are in a relationship with them. Not the Instagram version of you. Last thing I want to say about your profile is don't be scared to switch things up if you don't get matches. If you see that maybe a couple days have gone by, no one's matched with you, maybe reevaluate, maybe screen record the profile, send it to your best friends, see what they say, what you should change, and be fun with it. There's nothing wrong with switching things up. If you're getting the wrong kind of person, wrong kind of guy, wrong kind of girl, wrong kind of they, them, in between, switch it up. Nothing wrong with it. So now, next part, best part, you finally have a match. What do? My biggest thing that I can tell you is to ask the right questions. This is the time to filter out the hits and the misses for you. You're the only person who knows what works for you and what doesn't. But because this is the official dating guide, I've put together a list of questions that I asked my boyfriend when we started dating, and do with the information if you want. Copy it. I'll leave it in the description box below. But how do you feel about PDA? What is your opinion on being friends with someone that you have had a past intimate relationship with? I don't know about y'all, but it's a no for me. That's like, how important is sex to you? What is intimacy like for you? I'm someone, you could be my best friend for life, and the odds of you ever giving me a hug, not for me. How and when did you know your last relationship was over? Do you date multiple people at once? And do they know? So when you're on a dating app, let's have this conversation right now. Pause conversation. When you're on a dating app and you are swiping and connecting and meeting different people, what is that to you? Does that mean you're dating them? Are you just talking, getting to know them? Are you talking, getting to know multiple people at the same time? Make your expectations clear, because I was someone where I was talking to maybe like 4, 5, 6, 20 guys, and my boyfriend was like, no, I was only talking to you. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I was talking to the whole city of Chicago, but it's okay. It's easy. I'm a flirt, so I don't know if it's easy for everybody, but it's easy to me, which is how I have a list of questions. And if you have a need for more, I can provide. That was enough questions. Next thing is identify your expectations and act accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, BFFR. What's that spell? Be fucking for real. Now, I'm someone where I'm a go to flow kind of person. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm outside, it's summer, it's hot girl summer, I'm living. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. That's okay. But if you're someone who genuinely has firm expectations and lines in the sand, don't give yourself any opportunity to blur the lines, and don't let anyone else think they have that opportunity. This is a time to set expectations. This is a time to ask the questions like, hey, what are you looking for? I'm just on here for fun. I just moved to the city, or, you know, I've been single for a while now. I'm looking for something serious. Put it out there. Point blank, period. Don't be, oh, I don't really know. No, you know. Don't be scared to let them know. Because the only person who's going to get their time wasted is you in the end. Not them now. It's going to be you. And we don't have time for that in 2023, okay? No time wasted. I always say make the first move. Ladies, gentlemen, the days and the gays, make the move. Let people know you like them. That feels so good. Has anyone ever come up to you and be like, oh my gosh, you look so pretty today? Like, ugh, ego through the roof. Some things that I would recommend you say is, hey, I would love to set up a date to get to know you. I can do a couple days this week. What works best for you? We can grab coffee, we can grab lunch, we can grab a drink, whatever your vibe is. Hi, I would really love to get to know you more. Is that something you're interested in? I'm currently looking for a relationship or something a little bit more serious than just a casual fling. Just do it. Life is short. When it comes to your first date, let's talk all things safety and security. I am a safety girly. Y'all know this through and through. Master's degree and everything. Make comfortable arrangements. Do what makes you feel safe, secure. I share my location with my mom at all times, but I'll be like, hey, like, actually watch it tonight because I'm going out with some man I don't know. Or even when I go on a Bumble BFF date, any type of online meeting of people, I would even send them the location, the time, their profile picture, everything that you have, send it to them, because the cops would love to have that information if you were to, you know, go missing. Which is something that I joke about and like casually say, but like, be serious. Like, we see all these movies and TV shows about situations that happen. Like, be aware, keep your eyes open. And last thing I want to say is beware of the Tinder swindlers. You know what I'm talking about. We've all seen the Netflix show. Don't let anybody scam you out your money. I feel like I say that in every video, but scammers are so in your face right now, and people keep getting their money taken left and right. Don't be that person, because I will be so embarrassed for you. Keep your eyes open, okay? But if you have any personal experiences or horror stories on dating apps, please share them with the group, because I would love to talk about it. I sure have a lot for myself as well, but that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to encourage you in online dating, but when I link up with my bestie, we will make a dating horror stories videos because they have things to say, and I'll just make it more interesting. Well, that is all the advice I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for supporting me and my passion project. If you enjoyed my video today, please make sure to give me a huge like and comment down below any suggestions you have for upcoming videos. If you are new here, thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. As always, if you have the means, I would love it, love it, love it if you could donate to your local Make-A-Wish chapter in honor of my friend Nyla. And I will see all of you next Sunday with another video. Bye.